Lily, what do you feel like is the one thing that any significant partnership will be able to come together to help move the technology space, whether it's things Future Caribbean are doing, right? Helping the builder to get to a point that can be successful, and you're looking for these advisors or partners to help you build this. What could be that one specific thing that you're looking for to truly drive these changes?
We're looking for major capacity, right? We have this fragmented region of the world, and in order to lift, they say with leverage you can lift the world, when maybe with leverage you can lift a region. And how do you do that? You have to bring, that one thing you have to do is bring together a critical mass of capacity. So right now we're looking for obviously the best talent in the world and the best talent within the region. And that comes from the builder side, but it also comes from the expertise side. When we look at healthcare particularly, we have some incredible talent around the world that came from the Caribbean. Some of the best doctors in the world are from the Caribbean and Latin America. It's not how do you bring that talent back to help solve some of the solutions that we have here.
You're listening to Clinical Investment Insider, where clinical leaders share how they moved from the bedside to the boardroom without abandoning their calling. Whether you're exploring your first healthcare investment, evaluating a board role, or ready to build capital that creates meaning, this episode is for you. Subscribe for weekly conversations with healthcare leaders building what lasts.
I'm your host, Sabrina Runbeck, a clinician turned business strategist, TEDx speaker, and 3-time best-selling author. Today, our guest is Lily Dash, founded Future Caribbean, a global AI build-a-thon backed by NYSE, World Bank, Google DeepMind, and EY, attracting 800-plus builders across 38 countries. She's an attorney, venture builder, and co-founder of 𝗖𝗹𝗶₶ Her work bridges Caribbean's innovation, AI deployment, and global investment ecosystems.
All right, I'm so honored to have you here, Lily. We always believe in what you mentioned, having the best people come together to build something, because that's the fastest way to get things into the market. And then at the end of the day, it's about getting adoption. So when we're thinking about these amazing people that you want to have building this with you, how do you describe them?
I'm going through the applications right now, and agentic AI is the latest of technology. We're right on the edge. Very few understand how to implement it properly and build agents for this. They say the next $1 trillion company will be the company that will be able to do the work, execute the work. We're now in one of these innovation cycles. They happen every 10 years, but you want to get in on the inside of that. We're looking for talent that has exposure in that world, but value creation happens at the intersection of multiple different worlds. So it's not just the technologists, it's also the experts and the people who have experience in these fields and in these places. Traditionally, in the Caribbean, for example, we've imported a lot of technology. When the technology is imported, systems are not designed for this market, and when they do arrive, they're not built for purpose. So how do you build natural technology that fits in naturally into the environment that people can interact with and engage with, but also that compresses time? We're looking for a combination of talent and experts and builders to build the future of this space.
Yeah, even we help the company really go from seed to scale. It's all about people need to be able to step outside of what they see tunnel vision, and then be able to first understand where your North Star is. Then we can plug the right people in the right seat, because sometimes a lot of people get so excited and just wanted to help, but then we start losing the track of like, where's our North Star, right? We start doing so much. And that's when we start thinking, oh, wow, they're actually critical domain of department. And we believe there is a mind, body, soul connection, not only us knowing who we are, what we're meant to build, what's our purpose, but that also connect with the business, right? The business side of a physical self is what your expertise is in the attorney, laws, regulation, protection, right? Governance, but it's also in the financial. Do we know the data? Do we know the number? And then do we know the technology is supporting us in making things faster? But then at the end of the day, we know the only way anybody do anything is people, right? The human capital is so important. And if we didn't have the right leaders, the right team that can understand how we talk to each other, how we function, are we also aligning our individual value to the bigger picture of the society, the community, the ventures that we're helping, then we start getting lost track. And then lastly is what we do right now, right? You're going on a lot of podcasts really talking about it, bringing the right people in. It's about building that social capital. It's who can become our champion. I have so much work in leveraging women clinicians we should now, like in healthcare of any society, more than 80% are women, but seeing our staff, barely 7% are in leadership position, right? Being executive, being investors. We need to tilt that balance so then we can bring the force into multiple different culture, multiple different division, and gender shouldn't really play a part. But no matter what, it's about that collectiveness that you mentioned. So I also wanted to ask, what do you believe is your superpower when it comes to creating the best technology forward for the Caribbean community?
Value creation happens at the intersection of different worlds. You have to know like I just said before, it's never about the technology. It's always about the users, and it's always about the people. And the people and the users, they make your technology. You could raise $100 million tomorrow and build a technology, and nobody might come. There's plenty of billboards in the desert, right? Do they even exist? So the people and your users, you go for the users first, especially in 2026 when we have technology that it can be made on demand. Essentially, it's no longer, you can create some of the greatest apps in a weekend if you know what you're doing, or even if you don't, you can create some value. It's really the people and the community and the network effects. It all comes down to the network effects with everything. And it's the same thing with this cycle, with this innovation agentic cycle that we're in right now.
Exactly. Is everyone now is using cloud code, Teams, a GPT assistant. Everyone can code nowadays because you truly don't need a technology degree. But what we need is someone who can oversee the steps to make sure you're building right. And when we say building it right, is that having at least 100 conversation with the people that you're building these product services are. And for, right? I think a lot of time when we work with innovators, startup versus clinicians who wanted to create, we always say, okay, great that you see this in your own clinic, you see it in your own community. How many other people have you showed this demo to so that you can help them to build it? Because no matter how good, how amazing, if you're a best kept secret, this thing is not going to be impactful because no one's using it. The adoption at the end of the day, it's always, we say, the best technology doesn't mean you are going to create legacy. The best people, the best champion that have the relationship capital will help you drive to the impact that you truly wanted to create. So I know what's coming up for you is now you have all the builders, all the applicants. Now we're really driving about finding the right judges, advisor, helping these builders, selecting the right one to build. So how many builders are you going to select this round?
40 teams, and each team can have anybody from there. We do have quite a few solopreneurs, which is just the nature of agentic, right? You can do it by yourself, but the teams can be up to 4. You could really see, you could be working with up to 150, 200 builders. And then advisors, we already have about 134 advisors and judges working with those teams. And we've built a beautiful platform to help match them up. And the platform has a brain of its own. And yeah, we're always looking for the best talent in the world.
Yeah, we're encouraging everyone to go to Future Caribbean's, sign up. If you're experts, then please submit your application. Even builders, although the application closed, you can always get on the wait list for the next cohort and next round because everything, creativity is flowing, right? Be there, always do things, come to different pitch events. We even host a lot of things. Me and Lily will be talking about hosting different masterminds, getting people together, right? It's all about the power of the good people, having the intentionality of execution together. That means we also love to see ecosystem is created by knowing each other, how we collaborate. So what do you believe that what drew you to Health Board Advisor, and where do you see us be able to work together to help the future Caribbeans?
You guys have such enormous experience and such an incredible reputation. Healthcare is like, I can't say that any track is more important than the next, but with the situation that we have in the Caribbean, healthcare is so important. And it's really all hands on deck. We're looking for the best talent in the world again. You guys are certainly right there with that. We're really looking forward to collaborating. And you guys have already been so helpful and encouraging and helping me get the word out and connecting me with people. And now with this podcast, I'm super grateful. So thank you so much.
Yes, we're all about having the right people to hear it, right eyeball to watch it, because then it's about knowing, and knowing takes action. And then the more we can get words out there, it creates that familiarity, right? A lot of people say you need more than 7 touch points, more than 8-hour consumption to even for people to sink in, oh, this is real, let's do this, right? So we wanted to create this massive movement of people from different cultures, Latin, Caribbean, Europe, US, Asia, North Africa. We have all over the globe. It's not to say diversifying, that's always needed to be. That's just a part of our norm nowadays, right? It's how we can stand up into the capacity that you guys have and then be able to say, hey, I can help here. It doesn't mean you have to be there every week, but knowing how you can contribute, how you can honor your time, your expertise, that's what we want to see more people in this space to holding hands and doing things together. So we're so appreciated that you're able to join us on this journey. And then we can't wait to be able to support these builders in your community. And this is Sabrina, I'm your host, and I can't wait to hear all the next cohort, how we're building for the future Caribbeans. All the links and resources for applying to be in the Super Caribbeans are in the show note. And we are the Clinical Investment Insider, where strategic capital meets clinical insight. And keep building what truly lasts. Until next time, bye everyone.
Bye, thank you.
If our conversation resonated, share it with another clinician exploring what's next beyond practice. And if you want to explore what it looks like to invest with intention and advise with influence, visit healthboardadvisors.com to explore membership. We connect physician investors with vetted healthcare startups and match you with opportunities aligned to your expertise and goals, from seed to scale.